What's up, guys? This is Showtime's Fight Forum. Obviously, I'm your host, Showtime. Please follow me on social media at Showtime Sanders. Thank you for watching. Please make sure you watch the whole video and comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Man, let me just put a disclaimer. It is spring. If my eye look a little low, puffy, tears coming down, I also got a little thing. I'm not sick. It is the pollen. It is beating my ass just like Usman did Jorge Masvidal. But we'll get into that in a little bit. We're gonna just do a recap of everything that happened this past weekend. It was amazing, man. Like this was bro. You just like overdosed on sports, bro. I overdosed on Combat Fight, man. Like it was amazing. I had such a great time. So many great fights, and I was getting paid at the same time. It's amazing. But as far as predictions go, for both PFL and UFC combined, I was 4-3 for the fights that I did predict. I wasn't that happy about it. I was expecting to at least go like 5-2 or something close to it. But obviously, I want to break down to all these fights. The Lance Palmer and Bubba Jenkins fight. That was one of the fights that I said that I was looking forward to. I said it was going to be a very fun fight. It was not that fun of a fight, but it was a good fight, and it was, I believe, a high level fight. I did say that Bubba Jenkins was going to come out with the victory. I don't know why I said he was going to knock him out. I should have said it was going to be a decision. That's what I really was thinking in my head. But I was like, let me spice it up and say he's going to knock him out just for shock value. But in reality, I was just saying Bubba was going to win. I also said that there wasn't going to be that much wrestling. I lied. Bubba did wrestle. Bubba's just the better wrestler. I did also state Bubba is the better wrestler of the two. They've wrestled, I think, 5 times. He's won 4. Also, he's a national champion. He pinned David Taylor. And if you don't know David Taylor, look him up. Like, I'm pretty sure, he's doing his Thug Thizzle for the American Olympic team. So, I mean, the dude's phenomenal. So, Bubba, we knew that was going to be a thing. But he looked great, man. I'm very impressed by Bubba Jenkins. His cardio looked really good compared to what I've seen before. His strikes looked very solid. Head movement was good. His wrestling is phenomenal. We don't really ever have to question that. So, I mean, I was very impressed. Good win. I can't wait to see what he does in the featherweight tournament. And, I mean, he might end up being champion and running that whole thing and get $1 million. We'll see. But the headliner, the fight that we all was really ready to see was Anthony Showtime Pettis fighting Clay Collard. I'm so mad at myself for my prediction because if you really watch my video and you see the way I was talking, I pretty much said that Clay was going to win, but somehow said, nah, Anthony going to win. I mentioned Anthony Pettis' weak point, pressure. I also mentioned, what does Clay do? Pressure. I talked myself out of it once again. That was just me being dumb. I should have went with the gut to say Clay was going to get the upset. His boxing looked amazing, man. His boxing looked phenomenal. The pressure was calculated. Like, he wasn't just running straight in. He wasn't just eating crazy punches. But Clay dominated, man. I mean, reality, he won that fight pretty easily. I mean, at the end of the day, yes, that I was almost correct as far as the head kick goes. I mean, he did land the head kick, and I was this close off. Matter of fact, we can watch the video. This close, but at the end of the day, it was a dominant win. That fight could have ended in the second round, honestly. Like, Clay was giving it to him, and Anthony Pettis wasn't doing too much. I was very disappointed in Anthony. I thought Anthony would put up a better fight. I mean, he knows what his weakness is. He knows that he struggles with pressure fighters. He knew going in that Clay was going to do exactly what he did. So, I mean, I don't really know what's next for Anthony Pettis. Obviously, I'm going to assume he's going to have more fights in PFL, but that was very disappointing, man. And I've said he was washed, but we're seeing how washed he really is. And I'm not going to say he needs to call it a career, but I mean, if he thinks that he's going to be, championship level ever again, then he needs to just pack that up and retire. But if he just wants to fight, earn his money, continue being a businessman, continue to do what you do. Because it was a fun fight, and he did have a little success, at least towards, the third period. So yeah, PFL was fun. There was those 2 fights were pretty cool. The other fights, I mean, they weren't the most exciting. The whole card overall wasn't the most exciting, but I mean, it was fights, so it was cool. But the fight that everybody, the card that everybody was talking about, obviously the card that truly made its mark was UFC 261. Woo! Man, That whole card, man, the whole card was phenomenal. There was nothing but great fights. The main card was one of the weirdest, most interesting, most sad, most happiest, craziest event I've seen since being a fan. There was so much craziness that happened. I mean, we can start it off with the Anthony Smith versus Jimmy Crude, which was a very good fight. And I mean, that leg kick from Anthony Smith was ridiculous. He looked great, man. Anthony Smith looked phenomenal. He came in, I didn't never see him look that confident. He seemed happy, in a better place. So I was very impressed with that leg kick and the way he looked overall. Jimmy looked good too, man. Like, I mean, it sucks that his leg shut down the way it did, but his wrestling, man, if he would have came out there with those takedowns to start off the fight, honestly, he probably would have won the fight. He looked really good with his wrestling and his ground and pound. Once again, it sucks that his leg gave out. It was disgusting to watch. His lead leg just ugh. And we was like, oh man, that was disgusting, man. But you know, hey, that would be the most disgusting thing that happened today. Wrong. Chris freaking Weidman. It is so ironic how the person that literally snaps Anderson Silva's leg, snaps his leg fighting Uriah Hall. The most disgusting thing I've seen as a UFC fan. This is worse than Anderson Silva's because I started to see the bone come out. His leg was bleeding. His leg was snapped. It was noodled with the first kick. And I feel sorry for the fighters that fought after that, because if I ever see that, I'm never throwing a kick. No, I'm good, bro. No, you ain't about to have me like that. Homie was literally screaming 10 minutes after it happened. That is, I don't wish that on my worst enemy. Honestly, like I said, I'm glad he had successful surgery. It sucks that happened. I was really looking forward to that fight. And I don't want to take pride in being right by saying Uriah won, because if he won, but I mean, come on, bro. Like, he did literally nothing. But yeah. Except for check the kick, which it kind of was checked, kind of wasn't. It was weird. But yeah, it was a very disgusting fight. So it ain't too much to break down. But once again, prayers for you, Chris Weidman. You're a good dude. Sucks that happened. For praising you and your family. But the title fights, these are the fights that we really need to break down. But like, we got to talk about, guys. We got to talk about Jessica Andraj fighting Valentina Shinchenko. Bro, I knew going in that the only path to victory really was going to be Jessica trying to wrestle. So I thought that was what she was going to do. Oh, no. Valentina was like, nah, bro. Not only are you not going to wrestle, I'm going to wrestle. And I'm going to dominate you with the wrestling. I've never seen Jessica get manhandled like that. Never seen her get manhandled like that in the grappling department. That was a straight demolition, bro. That was an ass whooping. That was awful destruction. Pulverization. You can call it whatever the hell you want to call it. It was bad. Valentina won every second of that fight. I thought that fight was going to be fun. I thought it was going to be interesting. It wasn't. Valentina, girl, I've said this on my Twitter and my Facebook, but pound for pound, in my opinion, she is the best woman on the planet. And the only reason why people say, well, hey, Amanda beat her twice. Yes, she did beat her twice. The second one was controversial, but let's also remember that size did play a factor. Like, we're not going to act like Valentina is the same size as Amanda. If they were the exact same size, like, I ain't even say the exact same. If they were this like similar of size and Amanda wasn't like that much bigger, 100% I believe Valentina's going to beat Amanda. And I'm not going to say easily, but I definitely think she wins. Oh, that girl's she's flawless. Like, what are you going to do? Like, Lauren Murphy, good luck. But that's going to be another ass whooping. The second one, the one that hurt my heart the most, is Weili Zhang fighting Rose Namajunas. It's not that I don't like Rose. I love Rose. Rose is an amazing, talented fighter. I also gave her a chance in my show by saying that, bro, people keep sleeping on her, but the girl is phenomenal. The only weakness she has two big weaknesses. Well, three big weaknesses. Her mental, and if that's solved, shit, good luck. Her wrestling, she's not the greatest wrestler. And then three, sometimes her cardio is a little bad. So it depends, it depends. We didn't have a chance to really see any of that. That head kick was beautiful. It was smooth. She did her homework on Weili Zhang. She knew how she defends leg kicks. She has a weird way of defending her leg kicks where she moves her legs inside and out. Rose knew it. It looked like she was going for a low kick, but she brought that leg up high, boop, right in the jaw. Fight's over. Weili can get as upset as she want to be, but the girl was knocked out. she was stumbling, complaining to the ref. Even after the fight with the interview with Joe Rogan, she was still stumbling. The fight was over. Thug Rose, you're phenomenal. I definitely do want to see a rematch. I think a rematch should happen. Just because I don't think Joanna, I don't want to see Joanna versus Rose for a third time. Obviously, Tatiana Suarez is still hurt, and then Mackenzie Dern, I don't think she's ready for that yet. So I think the fight to make would be a rematch. I'm excited for a rematch. We'll see if Zhang can adjust. I love Zhang, and people want to also get mad about the fans booing her. There was definitely a little racistness about, the boos and stuff like that. But we also got to remember, anybody coming in enemy territory, they're going to get booed. That's the way of the world. It's WWF style. You upset, it is what it is. I mean, who cares? Like, it's not that big of a deal. It's not like they were throwing beer at her or anything like that. Then I get it. But the main event, the main attraction, the fight that we all came for. No, we didn't. I lied. Kamaru Usman, defending his belt versus Jorge Masvidal. Did I say Jorge was going to lose? Yes. Did I say Usman was going to look better? Yes. Did I not tell people for like a year now that if they fight again, the fight won't be as close as people make it seem the first fight was, even though it wasn't close, but everybody, for some odd reason, he only hugged him. Okay, cool. Well, it's going to be worse this time. I also said that. Man, did I think he was going to knock the hell out of him? Like, you got knocked the F out? No. Did I think that it was going to be so bad that he created a solar system with the sweat? No. Like, it was bad. That knockout was terrible. But, just to, have some fun, we do have to play this clip of Jorge and what he said.
Usman doesn't hit, and that's indicated in his record.
Man, like, it is hilarious. How do you say that and then this happens? But if you saw the fight, you saw the first round, he believed this. People keep saying he was saying that to hype up the fight. That's not the case with this fight. Jorge believed Usman did not have any power, which just really is mind-boggling because it's like, bro, you can say he's not that great of a striker, but there's no way in hell you can sit here and say Usman does not have power. You don't sleep people, you don't rock people, you don't hurt people unless you have power. He's not Jake Shields. Like, don't disrespect this man, but you did, and you paid the price, and he obviously seen it. But I mean, it was just straight ignorance to come into the fight really assuming that this man had no power. That was just ignorant. So you deserve to get the knockout that you got. Usman, what can we say, man? The best in the world. I mean, he's lapping these dudes. I mean, I don't really know what's more to say. The game is solid. The only issue I ever have with Usman is his hooks. He has the ugliest hooks I've ever seen in my life. And he just looks so wild and like bewildered. It's like, bro, stop. But his straight punches, man, with the 1-2s, he's beating people with 1 and 2s, bro. That's all he's really doing. Yeah, he's throwing some leg kicks and every now and again, blah, blah, head kicks, stuff like that, knees. But his fundamental game of just the 1-2 is just ridiculous. He's beating these dudes off the 2. It's crazy. It's over for you dudes. Once his hooks actually start to get clean, good luck, buddy. Like, Whitman is doing his thug thizzle with him and Rose. I mean, the guy's a phenomenal coach, one of the best in the world. It's really good to see. But I mean, this card was fire. It was fuego. I'm excited to see what happens in the future. I mean, I think Usman should fight the winner of Gilbert and Wonder Boy, but it's more so looking like it's going to be Colby. It's fine. But Colby, you're going to have to step your cookies up because if you fight the way you fought last time, you're going to get knocked out sooner. But that's basically, my quick, fast, in a hurry breakdown and a review of last weekend. Tell me what you guys think, man. Do you think Jorge even deserved to fight? Because I don't think so. Do you think Thug Rose should get should do a rematch with Wayne Lee Zhang? I keep saying Z. I don't know why, but I keep on. And then what's next for Valentina Shinchenko? Because I sure as hell don't know. You tell me, because they don't want to do a 3. But thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. This is Showtime's Fight Forum. I'm Showtime.